Good morning, everyone. This is your normal midweek message from Salem Lutheran Church. I'm Pastor Aaron Holmgren. I say normal because I'm making other videos throughout the week for members of the community that it's going out in emails concerning our annual meeting. But some of you who are catching this on YouTube don't need to know about our annual meeting at all, and you still might appreciate a message. So hello there. And a couple of announcements before I get into a message is we have our annual meeting this Sunday, and that's the main event coming up. But what I'm really excited about within this annual meeting is it's not just going to be a time of motions and approvals and debate. It's also going to be we're going to create some intentional time for some brainstorming and some listening, and really thinking together where the Spirit might be calling us in the year ahead, or 5 years down the road. We are excited to hear the different thoughts and ideas that are bubbling within this community. So I'm looking forward to that. Beyond that, we do have our faith formation continuing with St. Stephen's, and so that's happening tonight over at St. Stephen's, but they're actually going to bring their music to us this Sunday and share some of the songs that they sing on Wednesday evenings. And so that should be fun. And then we have our men's breakfast this Friday at 8 o'clock. So all everyone's invited to that as well. But I suppose you have to be a dude, but that's the one stipulation. It's a men's breakfast. So for our thoughts for today. It's snowing again. I tend to use weather as my inspiration for these messages, but I heard recently that these last 2 weeks are mentally kind of the lowest people feel throughout the year. And it kind of makes sense. The highs of the festive season of Christmas are over. We are now plunging into the depths of the winter. It tends to be colder, cloudier, and we're kind of hitting our routines again after the New Year's. Maybe some of your New Year's resolutions have fallen flat, and that can also put you down in the dumps. So it tends to be a time when a lot of people are kind of just feeling low. And what a new snowfall tends to do at this point in the year is it's lost its magic. It's not coating the grass and giving us this beautiful white hopes of Christmas, hopes of a white Christmas. Instead, it is snow upon snow. And all it is doing is covering the dirt and salt and mud from previous snowfalls. But what someone told me yesterday in choir was that how we can kind of counter this this low mood, or a choice that we can make when faced with what seems like just another snowfall, is to make the choice of gratitude. And so I'm going to take that advice and share it with you. Gratitude being a choice that we make, a way of framing a situation where instead of thinking of all the different ways we could complain, or all the different ways we could find fault with what is going on, like just another snowfall, we can look out and think, I am grateful that we are given this gift of precipitation that will someday melt and go back into the streams and creeks and rivers and lakes that provide the fresh water that we drink and that provide great habitats for the many different plants and species here in Minnesota. And then it is carried down the Mississippi to so many different places throughout the Midwest, supplying needed, vital sources of life. And so while it's just another snowfall on another random day in the gray month of January, it is also the gift of water. Um, though frozen, it will melt, and it is a gift that we often take for granted. But that's one small way of looking at a situation differently. But if we open our eyes to the many different gifts that God has given us each and every day, hopefully that framework can lift us a little bit out of the gray. So blessings on your week ahead. You'll be if you get our emails, you'll be hearing from me later today as I talk about another annual meeting thing. But otherwise, have a good one.